tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington football team. For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
They go play action here on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the defense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the... He's going to have to eat this one. It's down he goes. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Washington 3, Bills nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Ryan Kerrigan, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Off to Moss, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Fourth down, they wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. At the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 1. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On play action, Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Brings up 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen to throw once more. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and the Bills will move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Geis with a carry on second down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And at points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to, will step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Justin Hopkins.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. But now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
As the game at 3-3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
When people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. When they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty call. Some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pass to Brown as he hauls it in, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, it's Geis. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating.
And he's got his Tanyan Knox for a Bills touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Bills have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Washington 3. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
No catches, though, so far in this game.
You got the whole bit right of there.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And this is a spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a 1st down.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Bills take
when a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bears will use the 2nd of their timeouts as as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Allen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're going to find his running back, Geis. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 20-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
20-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's pass intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So these two teams will head to the locker room. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half.
Dustin.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Washington. Big play there. 68 yards. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to stay on on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and a yard, Allen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down to the plane at the 37. That was a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Geis, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Antonio Gibson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now this one was tied in on the right side. And he gets us with a midfield before he's brought down. The second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up in front.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
at the 45-yard line.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Hyde. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that.